And there he goes again over some grassy areas. He's been going in and out of mediums. There, the police officers appeared to be taking shots at something. You know, you wonder if they took a shot at him because you clearly saw the gun drawn toward him. It appeared that, you know, from our vantage point anyway, that's what was taking place. He has been driving so erratically at this point that they're trying to do something. And here he goes again in another circle. And if police are going to be standing there again on the other end of that circle, you wonder what they're going to be doing. But he's made this circle at least twice now. So you saw the officer there, and we'll take note of when that happened. And I just saw someone else jump off to the side as well. And as we continue to watch this van just driving so wildly on the north side, again, this is North Houston, this is just south of the Beltway. As we saw the officer standing there with his gun drawn, and you see him making again another circle. We're losing picture here for just a moment, but just hang with us, and we're going to we're bringing it to you as we continue to watch this van, which is simply driving so erratically throughout the North Houston area. Again, it started in Southwest Houston, driving all the way nearly to Richmond on 59 Freeway, circling around, coming all the way back northbound, and he's been driving now for over an hour, all the way northbound back into town on the Beltway, driving north on the Beltway, past I-10, past 290, all the way swinging around past 45, all the way to the Hardy Toll Road, skipping the Hardy Toll Road, coming about around and swinging back westbound, then hitting the residential areas. And you saw there in those pictures how he was driving in and out of the residential areas. Once we get our picture back here, and hang with us if you can, we're going to be bringing that to you again live. We've apparently had some transmitting problems, but we are
And now he's jumping a curb again. See a fire truck almost lots before jumping up on 59 and headed all the way south down to Richmond, Fort Bend County. Now it looks like he is deciding to go this other way. We're trying to figure out, let's see what intersection this is. Whoa. And police finally hit him there for the first time, trying to stop him. And now he's headed back down the other way. You can see a lot of these officers just trying to get in place, and it looks like it's a two-lane roadway, but it looks like there was some sort of entrance. Okay, so he's passed all of those officers that were lined up there. You saw them lined up along the median to try to stop him, but he's not giving them much opportunity or time to get out and throw out spike strips. We've seen a couple of law enforcement officers get out with, we saw one with a gun, pointed it at him, but barely, they hardly have any time at all to get out and make any plans for stopping him. Right now, this looks like a pretty rural area. See that tow truck backed up, spike strips again, didn't make it out in time. Now we're on Imperial Valley again. We believe this is Imperial Valley that we're on. We've been on Benmar over in the Greenspoint area, towards Greens Road. He's approaching Greens again, and you see this officer right here above those trees, those spike strips. He decided to take the sidewalk instead of going over those spike strips. They just can't seem to get those out there quick enough. We know that he's been hit one time, this driver has been hit one time by an HPD cruiser. They've tried the spike strips at least 3 or 4 times and have been unsuccessful. And he is traveling now, trying to keep up whenever he makes these U-turns. Are we on Imperial Valley? He actually turned there, right? This shouldn't be Imperial Valley anymore. It looks like now he's turning down another roadway. He's made a left. Certainly anyone in this Greenspoint area, Imperial Valley, Benmar, Greens Road area, if you have any family or anyone who works in that area who may not have access to a television right now, you may want to call them and let them know what's going on just to stay in. It's after lunchtime. It's 2:06 now. We believe this started at about 1:10, 1:15 is when we first started hearing it on our scanners all the way over in Southwest Houston. This driver in this white Dodge Caravan. We do have calls into HPD trying to figure out
back off as much as they can.
As much as they can, unless the person has been in commission of a violent felony, a felony with violence. Is that right?
That is correct, and the person that they're chasing right now is a suspect in a robbery, and so that's why they're so close to him right now.
Tell me what you know about this suspect. As he approaches an intersection, that's always dangerous.
Right.
And he may have lost one of his left side tires. What do we know about this suspect?
As far as the suspect goes, the robbery, I believe, is from a convenience store, but details are very sketchy on that. But as far as the driver goes himself, I want to say probably late 30s, early 40s.
Okay, and it is a guy for sure.
Around. It's like trying to lose officers, but it would seem that the best bet is catching him in one of these lots or blocking off all the exits, looked like that vehicle tried to do there. Maybe he just came up on him too fast, not realizing what was going on. Now we're back out on the roadway. And we are in, again, North Harris County. We've been in the Greenspoint area for quite some time. And you can see it looks like we've been in the Greenspoint area for quite some time. And you can see it looks like a lot of construction going on in this area. Some cones on the roadway, but that certainly has not stopped this driver. He's picking up the speed again. We have been following this vehicle, and police have been following this vehicle for almost an hour now. He just made a right-hand turn on Greens Road, staying in this area, just making a lot of U-turns and circling around. You do hope that, or think that if he stays in this one area and just keeps making U-turns, that they have enough officers to throw out the spike strips or have almost every direction covered. And now he just made a right-hand turn onto another road in this Greenspoint area. He's southbound on North Chase right now. He's headed southbound on North Chase in the Greenspoint area.
Now that about an hour ago, police began to chase in the southwest side of Houston, apparently on suspicion of burglarizing vehicles. I don't know if they, one more time, were crossing Benmar, and now another U-turn, southbound on North Chase. So far, without any major incidents, the driver has been able to go around.
Thought maybe they would have stopped him here, but he got through that whole area, what looked like at least 6 cars, and he's pulling into some sort of driveway here. If we can see, is that a parking structure or some sort of parking garage that he's pulled into right there? It certainly would not seem like an ideal place to get away. You can see the Wyndham Hotel right there, just to give you an idea of where this is, that green roof at the right-hand corner of your screen, and he's pulled in. I believe this is some sort of parking garage, and you see other officers going in there slowly.
I understand he is inside that garage area. The police, of course, have the entrances and the exits blocked in this area. You can see several officers around Houston, and just right around Beechnut and 59 Freeway, if you can believe it.
But we can't see. You see these officers running here. It looks like they may have had their weapons drawn, running towards the garage. You see right there, one off.
That is by passing them almost as if they were standing still.
If, in fact, this is the person,
And he is going over the edge of the roof. This guy has not only turned into was a Mario Andretti, but a Spider-Man as well. We're not sure how he's getting down the side of that roof. We're trying to maneuver the chopper around. Jumped or scaled or roped his way down. We're not sure how he got off this roof, but officers are at least looking, and there he is. You can see someone down at the bottom moving. Well, maybe he's not moving. Well, perhaps not. He's moving at this point, but he's clearly... Well, there's an officer there who has this guy, and he has him under control. So this guy must have taken a leap of faith over that wall, not sure of the drop of at least 3 or 4 stories, right? And here's the end of the chase here. Now, this is the parking garage. You see the man on the left side. Whoa, there he goes, over the edge. And you're at least 40 feet. Okay, because you have the parking garages, and it's at least very closely, and will bring you much more, the entire wrap-up, on Eyewitness News at 4 o'clock, 5, and 6. For now, I'm Art Rascone. Thanks for joining us. Now back to regular program.
We got 4...
Because they'll possibly need medical attention, because we have reports that suspect may have jumped off of the upper level of that parking structure. We're going to have a whole lot more on this chase coming up in about 3 hours or less on Fox 26 News at 5 p.m.